Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday. It is New Comic Book Day. Time to review books coming out next Wednesday, May 19th. We're going to look at Midtown here. And also I've got an exclusive comic to highlight at the end of the show as well, at the end of the video, that looks like it just sold out. But you may want to check back. Sometimes these websites will sell out of an exclusive and then they will have somebody cancel and they will repost a couple copies for sale. So I wasn't aware that a lot of sites do that, but yeah, well, I'll highlight that at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. So first off, we've got for Dark Horse, Kojakuru, the Skinner. I'm not too familiar with this. I know it's a Mike Mignola book. Only the one cover. I kind of like when they only go to one covers on some of these Dark Horse books. The other one here is Far Cry Rite of Passage #1. Pretty cool looking cover. I like that. Rangers of the Divide #1. So just a few titles. Only 3 titles coming out next week for Dark Horse. Not too much. A couple trades. Moving on to DC, you've got Batman Fortnite, and I knew this is the cover that was going to sell out. That's the one I grabbed. God, I'm always good at that. I always know which one's going to sell out. I'll tell you, I'm usually 9.9 times out of 10 right. That's the one I grabbed for my pull list. Seems like the C covers these Donald Mustard. I like that name, Donald Mustard. I guess it's better than ketchup. But he's been doing a pretty good job. I love the white and black contrast. So far of these C covers, this is my favorite. I think the first issue wasn't too bad either, but yeah, I think this is my favorite so far, the third issue. So I expect this one to sell out at most shops. So keep your eyes peeled for this. I think this one's definitely the one to get, the C cover. All right, moving down the list, obviously Jenny Frison. I pre-ordered that in advance. I love that cover. I love all of her covers pretty much. Big fan of her artwork, and yeah, I love that. So that was one I pre-ordered. Joker #2, cover H, the second printing by Mattina. I'm a big fan of Mattina. I don't think this is his best cover, but it is pretty good. It's a nice action cover. And I grabbed it. It's full price, $5.99. Of course, you can't pre-order second prints, so I was happy to grab that. That's still available at Midtown. The other one that is sold out now, and I did happen to grab a copy of this. This will be my second copy. I bought one through eBay for about $65 shipped. Obviously, I wish I had waited. I could have probably bought 2 of these for $45, but that's okay. The price of that book's easily selling at $75 or more. I think in the next month you're going to see this be probably a $100 book. The second print incentive. I don't know how many shops were picking this up. We'll find out probably next week based on how many listings on eBay. Right now, if you go to eBay, there'll be 4 or 5 listings of this book for sale. I think the lowest price is around $70. So I feel pretty good about it. I bought one for like $60 plus ship, I think it was $60 shipped. And then I got this one for $45. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Joker #2, Vengeance, Bane's daughter. I think there could be some longevity to this character, although you never know. So far, the original Santa Prisca secret variant is still selling pretty well around that $275 to $300 range. There was a sale of a 9.8, I think in the $800 range recently. So as you see more 9.8s sell and a lot of the raws get bought up, I think you'll see another leg higher on this book, the original. So that will also drive the price of this second print, just because it's related to it. It's the same basic cover except for it's black and white. And there's a lot of collectors like myself who want to have both copies. So I think you'll see this book go up in value. All right, I love these Kale No covers. Man, that's another good one. Whew, man, that's a good cover. So I make sure I pre-order these Kale No covers. I'm not loving the writing of Justice League. I don't think it's that great. It's Brian Michael Bendis. I think he's co-writing. I don't think the storyline has been all that fantastic, but man, it's worth it for that cover. The cover's fantastic. All right, what else we got? We got Legends of the Dark Knight, Volume 2, Number 1. That's probably going to be a book that a lot of people are going to maybe take note of next week. There's a couple covers there. A cover by Marquez, B cover by Frankenvilla, which is nice. I like the red covers anyways. And then you've got the 1 in 25 by Federici. I think that's Freeze, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Freeze. None of them is sold out yet, so it's still available. Nightwing number 80. I think Nightwing's been pretty good lately. I've been reading the last couple issues. I've been enjoying it, so that's been a decent read. Superman Red and Blue number 3. This might be the last cover by John Paul Leon. I know he passed away not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago. And that could be one of his last covers. So nice cover. I like it. It's an iconic looking image. I think he had a fantastic talent, great talent, and that would be one that I would try to pick up. The Derek Chew cover isn't bad either. I like that Derek Chew cover. Not bad. Oh, the face a little strange. I don't know if doesn't look like Superman's face, but okay, whatever. Let's see what else. You got a rebooting of Wonder Girl. Let's move down the list here. Dynamite Entertainment. Some nice covers as usual. Kind of like that incentive cover. I mean, it's only $3.59. Pretty cheap for an incentive cover. Virgin looks pretty nice. This one is sold out. Doesn't look near as good as the other one, but whatever. Art's all in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. And of course, you got a Perillo black and white Virgin. That's pretty nice. But again, Dynamite Entertainment, I don't know how they make money. I mean, I think their sales are pretty abysmal. It's basically people just buying really cool cover art. I don't know that anybody really reads the comic books. I think I've stated that many times before. I do like this cover here, though, by Mayaraya Sampaio. I butchered that name. It's pretty cool art, though. I like it. Black and white. That sold out pretty quickly on Midtown. I noticed that even before I could grab it. I probably would have grabbed it if I had seen it. But, yeah, for an incentive cover for $3, that's pretty much a no-brainer. What's funny is the Virgin, which is priced higher, is still available, the color version. So obviously the black and white looks way better. The market's telling you that, right? All right. I think we're about done with Dynamite Entertainment. Always a couple nice covers here and there, but yeah, I really like this one too. This was another one that I kind of wish I had seen. I probably would have grabbed it. Vengeance of Vampirilla 18, the Perillo Tent Virgin color, red cover. It's pretty nice. $13.50. That sold out. IDW Publishing, Godzilla. I'm not really into IDW. I'll buy a title here and there from them, but yeah, just lately I've not purchased much from them, so don't think I'm grabbing anything next week from them. Image, you got a third print of Geiger, a number 1. That series seems to have done well. It's still not sold out, though. Jules Verne, Lighthouse number 2, the B cover by Haberlin and Van Dyke seems to be sold out. That looks pretty cool. Nice looking cover. And also the Thank You variant for $45. I don't know who the artist is on that, but that looks pretty cool. That's sold out as well. Radiant Black number 1, you've got a third printing for $16.20. That is sold out on Midtown, so that could be a hot book next week. Maybe your LCS gets a copy of that. I would take note of that, especially if it's priced pretty low. I would try to grab that. The third print for number 2 is also sold out. I mean, I thought the first issue was pretty good. I picked up a first issue, especially the Aaron Bartling exclusive. I think that was the best cover of all of them. And it was a good read. I thought it was decent, but I didn't think it was something I wanted to continue buying. So I only bought the first issue, just an exclusive, and I think one of the covers, and that was it. All right, what else from Image? I think that might be it for Image for me. Not really collecting much else. Marvel, Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade. Sometimes these incentive covers do well. Stephanie Hans, it's a cool looking cover, $22.50, still available on Midtown. What else we got here? Beautiful cover by Alex Ross, but unfortunately no one buys Captain America anymore. It's not the best writing, but whatever. It's a cool cover. Daredevil number 30. This is pretty much the only book I absolutely pre-order every month is Daredevil. Chip Zdarsky has been writing it for quite a while now, and it's been excellent, excellent. And fantastic art by Chichetto as well, so it's a pretty good team. I really love Daredevil. I think that's the best, in my opinion, that's the best Marvel comic book to collect. I just, especially for reading, I think by far it's the best book to collect. Immortal Hulk, Time of Monsters #1, one shot. I did pre-order this A cover. Looks like they're reintroducing the Green Door. That was brought up early in the run on Immortal Hulk. So we'll see what happens with that issue. Maybe there's something key with it. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, how do you like this Runaways cover? That is a realistic depiction of some women, no doubt about it. I really hope she doesn't have to run away from a villain. She's not going to run too fast. But there you go. There is the SJW influence in Marvel, no doubt about it. Let's not present women as the ideal. Let's present them as reality dictates. That's pretty much what's going on there. What else we got? Silk #1, second printing incentive cover. I think this was like a 1 in 25. At first I thought, is that Peach Momoko? But it's just a Peach knockoff. Nae Young Woo, probably Asian, if I had to place a guess. But very similar style to Momoko, right? Very similar type of art style. What else from Marvel? You've got Star Wars Bounty Hunters Alpha #1, the one shot. A lot of covers. I think the cover that a lot of people kind of dig is the blacked out armor by McNiven for $50. I don't know. I thought about buying it, but I think I bought the E.M. Gist cover, which is by far the best one. That thing has exploded in value since I bought it. Should have bought a couple of them. Let's see, what else? Marvel, I mean, that's it for Marvel. Marvel's not been doing that great. Daredevil's a must-buy, that's about it. It's not much else. Independence, let's see, Berserker, 4th printing foil cover is sold out on Midtown, not surprised. You've got a #2, a 2nd printing still available. It is the same as I think the first print is just a different color maybe. This book looks interesting. Chaos Breaker #1. I know there was a Vortex Comics back in the 80s. So I don't know if this is a reboot of the old company or what it is, but cool cover. I kind of wish I had grabbed that, but I didn't know what the cover looked like. Midtown didn't show what the cover is, so that might be one to look for at your LCS. I don't know. The print run on that is probably really, really low. I've never heard of Vortex Comics. I tried to see if they had a website, and I don't think they do, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There's not too much more for Independence, maybe one other book. I Walk with Monsters. It's a decent book by Vault. I think that's pretty good. Got a Peach Momoko cover by Jim Henson Storytellers. It's okay. Nothing that's knocking my socks off. Magic number 1, the 3rd printing. You may want to grab this. Who knows? The print run on this could be really, really low. Obviously, the first print probably was pretty big. I think that first print had a huge print run. When you get to the 3rd printing, it might be a lot lower, so that might be worth grabbing. Kind of a speculation. Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. I definitely bought there was an incentive cover, black and white, by who's the artist? He worked with Guinness back on Preacher. I'm drawing a blank now, but that was a Sad Lemon exclusive. I bought that just for the cover. It was a really cool looking cover. Dang it. Now I have to look it up because it's going to drive me crazy. What was it? Marjorie Finnegan. Not the best title in the world. How do you spell Finnegan? I don't even know how to spell Finnegan. There we go. Criminal. Man, it's a long title too, which is not a good sign. I took a risk buying it. I was like, all right, if it doesn't do well, I can live with it. Let's see. I know there's got to be a copy on eBay for sale. There isn't? Oh my God. I don't believe there's not a copy for sale. Well, I'll have to do a follow-up post in the comments. I can't remember the dang artist, but apparently there's nothing on eBay for showing it either. Nottingham number 3 sold out in Midtown. Every one of these issues has been selling out, no doubt about it. It's probably Mad Cave Studios' biggest hit to date. I can't remember a title that they've produced that has sold out up to the 3rd issue. The first print of issue number 1's going for pretty good money. I think $65 to $70. I think the 2nd printing of number 1 is also exploded in value. I do have that coming on a pre-order. So yeah, I mean, it's been a hot series. The writing on it's pretty cool. I like it. The artwork's decent, so I'm not surprised it keeps selling out. Another book by Antarctic Press is sold out. OBE, Out of Body Experience number 1. I believe I pre-ordered that in advance, and that it was only the 1 cover, so that looks to be sold out. Phantom of the Scan. I think I pre-ordered the 1st issue. I don't know. I decided not to pick up the 2nd issue yet until I read it, but Cullen Bunn is usually decent, so that might be worth grabbing. Queen of Skulls number 1. This is another Vortex Comics. So maybe this is something, I don't know. It's sold out. Both of these sold out very quickly, which makes me think that the print run is extremely low. Red Room number 1, Fantagraphics. I know the Peach Momoko cover could be hot. I think that's a horror comic. And what else we got here? Strange Attractors number 1, A and B cover are both sold out, and C cover. It must be a really short print run. I don't know anything about this comic book. The publisher is It's Alive Comics, probably a very, very small print run. Vietnam Horror number 3 also sold out. The covers have been pretty nice on that book. And yeah, it's a war comic book. Behemoth Comics, Behemoth Entertainment, they've had some pretty hot titles lately. We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Number 6 Incentive cover is sold out. That's probably going to be a pretty rare book. I would imagine not too many comic book stores are going to order 50 copies of an A cover. This series by Al Ewing, I thought it would do much better than it's done. The first issue did pretty well. Since then, it's really dropped off. I don't think the sales numbers are really strong on it at all. So a 1 in 50 copy is probably going to be super rare. I just don't see a lot of shops ordering 50 copies of issue number 6. So that could be a ghost book, that right there. So take note of that. And that's it. There's all your books coming out next week. Real quick, I'm going to highlight Sin City Comics. Really cool looking online store that sells exclusives. Of course, you can do pre-orders through them. This was their book that they had for sale today at 5 o'clock. Department of Truth number 10, the Chin Potter exclusive, limited to only 500 copies. Of course, it is a homage to Bansky. Bansky's that famous artist that paints the sides of buildings, and usually there's some kind of political message or something like that. This is one that looks pretty cool. I like the cover. It sold out very, very quickly. I was lucky enough to get a copy at 6 p.m. So I want to give a shout out to Sin City Comics. First off, the owner of the shop obviously checks his Instagram, because I messaged him on Instagram saying, "Damn it, I missed this. Let me know if there's any orders that cancel." And he messaged me back right away saying, "Yeah, check at 6 o'clock. We probably have a couple that will show up for sale just because someone canceled their order." And sure enough, like at 6:02 p.m., I was able to grab a copy of this, even though I had missed it initially at 5. So I was able to grab a copy, and I just want to give a shout out to Sin City Comics. Fantastic customer service. I love the fact that you can contact the owner of a particular comic book online store and they respond right back to you. I think that is fantastic, unbelievable. And yeah, I want to promote businesses that do that treat people really well. And he didn't owe me anything. I mean, I have no relationship with Sin City Comics at all. I just really like that cover, and if you ask, sometimes you get it, right? I mean, so he said, "Yeah, check back at 6 o'clock. We might have a couple that show up for sale." And that's exactly what happened. So, and I've bought a couple of exclusives from them before. And a lot of them sell out. I mean, they've got some that have done really well. Yeah, the Aaron Bartling Panda one, the Cult of Dracula. Yeah, this one right here is pretty cool. So I got the original trade dress and version of this. There's also a metal available for, what's the price on this? $60. Only 100 of those printed, so that might be worth getting. It looks pretty cool, and he did say that the metal came out better. It's just it's not quite as dark, and that is true. The regular covers, they were very, very dark. A little too dark. But the metal one looks really good. So yeah, if you like metal covers, this might be a good one to grab. It's only $60, and there's only 100 of these printed. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to Sin City Comics. That's what I had for you guys. I appreciate everybody that tuned in to watch the video. I will have a show tomorrow night for Whiskey, Cigar, and Comics, so make sure you tune in. I'll post a notification on that. Probably going to be around 6 o'clock or so. I like when the sun's going down. Right around this time is a nice time to do it. And I'll be smoking a cigar, drinking some fine whiskey, and chatting with you guys and going over comics and just talking about what's going on in the comic book world. All right, guys, hope you have a good evening. I'll see you soon.